And joining us now is David Barringer, who's the National CEO of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. Thank you so much for being with us, David.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Maybe for people that might not know the ins and outs of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul, could you tell us a little bit about it? I know they've probably seen some of the boxes and some of the trucks that drive by.
Right. Right. We're best known for our works of charity to help people in poverty and doing what we call systemic change work to try to lift people out of poverty. But the other part of our mission that's more well known here for the bishops is that we help to have Catholics become more spiritual and to actually be better Catholics. And they do this through the works of charity that we're commonly seen with thrift stores and food pantries and other works.
And talk about the different aspects too that people might not know. I know you're involved in disaster relief as well, but you do some education as well.
What's really unique about us is that we're very parish-based.
Okay.
And so that gives us the opportunity to be as unique as each parish is unique.
Okay.
And it's not a one-size-fits-all society. So where local Vincentians, as we call our members, get together and pray and then determine what's the best that we can do with the resources we have to help the people in our parish and nearby with their particular needs. So we can't help everyone, so we refer people to other resources, but where we can, we provide money and time and prayer to help our neighbors in need. So it may be very different from one place to the other.
Yeah. Are you finding a bigger need in some areas nowadays? I know with the economy and everything like that, there must be a certain amount of need that goes through maybe certain time periods as well.
Right. I can't say it's uniform, but it can be very different. For example, in rural parishes, we forget that there may be an elderly person living alone on a farm. They have a very different need than we have in the urban and suburban areas. People in the suburbs don't think poverty hits them.
Yeah.
That's where it lives the most. The most typical type of person who comes to see us is a mom with 2 kids. It could be that the father is no longer around or in prison increasingly, unfortunately. But we help them with emergency relief such as food, rental assistance, medical care, transportation. So unfortunately, poverty is everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And what would be like the first step for someone who is, in need or someone that needs some services?
Often it's a knock on the parish door, okay. Or if the parish has a phone number, one of our society members would be in touch with them. One of the very unique things about the society is what we call the home visit. So we'll have 2 Vincentians go and visit the person in need to learn who they are as people, what their specific needs are, and then try to match up the resources. It's not a cookie-cutter approach. So that's often the first thing that we try to do is to meet with the people and see them as our friends in Christ, and then determine a plan forward from there.
And I know you have wonderful volunteers, people in the parish that are part of it. Talk to me a little bit about that and about the members of the society.
Right. We're blessed to have nearly 100,000 members in 4,000 parishes around the country. So about a third of the parishes in the U.S. We're working on the rest of them. Yeah. But we're very much a volunteer-based, volunteer-driven organization. There are some paid staff who do things on the larger level, like operate some of our social enterprises and so forth. But all of our leaders are elected volunteers from their parish, and then up to a diocesan level, and even a national board of what we call our national council that leads the organization.
And how does a chapter get started in a parish? How would, if someone was thinking about, oh, we should have one in our parish, how would they go about doing that?
The 2 easiest ways, one would be to contact our office in St. Louis or our website, which is svdpusa.org, or to contact another local, as we call them, conferences, another parish nearby, and say, we're interested in starting, could you help us to learn the ropes, mentor us to get started so that we could have a conference in every parish if possible.
And I'm sure that it must be important to have the parish priest, the clergy involved in supporting the organization as well.
Absolutely. We can only operate with the permission of the bishop and then with the permission of the parish pastor. We're an independent lay organization of the church, but we work obviously very closely with the pastor and the clergy to determine where the need is, how we can best meet it together, not step on each other's activities and so forth.
How important is it to have the society out there for people to see the church doing this great work and helping?
Well, I think it's imperative. People ask all the time, what are Catholics doing? In fact, Catholics ask, what are we doing or what can we do? Especially in these times with the papal visit just finished, to say, I want to do something. How can I put my faith into action? The society offers a way for direct activity at the parish level, literally in the parish basement or in your neighborhood, meeting your neighbors and being able to give Christ's word and also meaningful support, not only for immediate needs but for long-term needs. We would think that it's a great extension out into the community of not just the society but our faith.
Well, thank you so much, David, for being with us. And if people want to find out more about the society, where would they go?
To our national website is the best. Again, it's www.svdpusa.org.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.